Hello everybody, welcome to day 20. We only have 10 more days together. I hope that you've been enjoying the 20 days so far, or the 19 days so far. We're going to come into a very chill end of day, end of the week, yin style practice. Today's practice will be a little different because in a yin practice, you would typically would only come to, in an hour-long class, you would only come to maybe 6 or 7 postures. So rather than me sitting in a long hold for 8 minutes, I'm going to show you a few different shapes to put your body into, and you will hold them. So we're going to go through them just one at a time, and then what I would recommend you do is come back to this video, get into the first shape, linger there. Yin is all about being okay with the uncomfortable. Yin is a little different, a lot different than restorative. Restorative is where we use tons of props to just lounge. It's very good. It's very restorative for the body. Yin is a little bit of walking the edge of stillness, where we have a tendency where the minute it gets uncomfortable in anything, we want to bail. And so with yin, we're constantly refining the pose. So I will guide you into the first one, and then I will invite you, just to show you kind of the pacing of it, when to refine it, how to refine it, and then we'll move to the next one. We're not going to hold them all for, anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes each. But come back to this practice. End of the day, you've had dinner, your dinner's had a chance to digest, you're getting ready for bed, or maybe first thing in the morning, you just want to become still. And yin is really looking at physically the connective tissue in the body, so the ligaments, tendons, cartilage, these thicker, denser, meshier type structures in our body that don't stretch, but we hold these shapes long enough, the tissue that is woven together becomes a little more supple, if that makes sense. So we're not looking for muscular lengthening, we're looking for holding something, working through the uncomfortable, and then refining it to where you can stay even longer, and then easing yourself out. And we don't just jump out of a pose in yin, we ease out of it, we reflect, we pause, and then we go to the next one. I do have a chair, I do have 2 blocks, and I do have a very chubby, sweet pug. You don't need the pug, but you will need a chair or a sofa, and maybe a couple pillows or blocks. So the first shape is going to be sitting on your right cheek, legs are to the left. I'm not sure you can see because it's kind of dark. Here's my legs, I'm sitting on my right cheek. And then I'm going to take the block, and I'm going to take both of them, lay them flat like a pancake next to me. My elbows are going to get there. Now, the reason why I'm using blocks is to bring the floor up to me. If you know that that's going to be too low, then change the blocks to the next level up, or a couple pillows, or whatever you have handy. Don't make a big deal. Okay, so the first yin pose will be a twist, also an opening for the hip. So we're going to turn, and then you're going to rest your forearms either on the floor, your books, your pillows, your blocks. We're just going to hang here. Now, usually when we're still, the mind gets very busy. And so that's where we come to mantra, which is a repeated statement. And it can be as simple as, I am good. I am here now. I am breathing. I am alive. Whatever you want to repeat. Something positive, though. So we're not even 20 seconds in. After maybe a minute or more, you can see like, oh, I can turn my pillows or my blocks, or I can get rid of them. I can go a little deeper. That's not the refining. The refining comes when you want to escape. So we're going to fast forward in our mind that we've been in this shape for 3 minutes. I would invite you to refine it, which means you might tuck your chin. You might let your head hang heavy. You might eliminate the blocks and come all the way to the ground. Shape stays, but you refine it. You make it a tiny bit different. And then you stay another 3 to 5 minutes, which, 3 to 5 minutes goes by pretty quickly when you're doing nothing. But when you're in a shape or a yoga pose, it can seem like eternity. Okay? We're in a minute. That's all we've done is a minute of this beautiful twist. All right, come on out. So that's one pose I would love for you to come to. You would then do the other side. So your weight of your body goes onto your left cheek, the legs bend and go to the right. You know I can't do that, so I'm not even going to attempt to do it. But that would be your second yin pose of the practice. Let's come to another one. Grab a block, a book, a pillow. Straighten your left leg, bend your right. Emma's in the way, but my foot is on the inside of my left leg. Get cozy. I'm going to put the block horizontal. I'm going to rest my arms here. And my toes are going to be active to start. So my toes are up. I'm getting a nice stretch through the back of my left leg. And we're in it. Here we are in it. We're just going to sit. I'm hinged slightly forward. That will change. After a minute or so of in this shape, start to take the heart closer towards the shin. Okay, so I'm leaning forward more. Yin is about being with the uncomfortable. So the foot wants to relax. We don't want it to relax. We want it to be active. Okay, we want it to be active. After a minute, change the shape of the block. Maybe just rest your hands or get rid of the block. Bring your hands down. Pet the pug. Close your eyes. Okay, we've only been in this shape 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. You'll be here for 8 to 10 minutes. After 3 to 5 minutes, you'll refine it. Refining looks like chin down, belly in, head becomes super heavy. Refining it might be leaning more forward. You decide for you. After 8 to 10 minutes, or until you absolutely can't stay a minute longer, to come out, we ease out. So we roll up slow, and then we sit for a second before we jump to the next. We just sit and maybe ponder what showed up for us. Was it irritation? Was it frustration? Was it comfort? Was it good? What was it? It doesn't matter because it is what it is. But just reflect. Now you will do the other side. So the right leg will go straight, left knee will bend, forearms to the book, the block, or the pillow. After 3 to 5 minutes, you refine it. Okay, so we've done 2 postures on each side. That's 4 postures. In an hour-long yin class, we're maybe 25 minutes through the practice. This is very slow. All right, I'm going to use the chair this time. I'm going to bring my legs underneath the chair. My toes are going to rest on that little bar. If you don't have a chair and you're just laying next to your sofa, put your feet up against the edge of the sofa and your hands are going to go here. Okay? We're going to start with hands by our sides. That's going to be our first place we're going to be. Press your thighs down to the mat. We're not slouching. We're not opening the legs. We are active like a letter L. I have the benefit of having a bar on the front of my chair, so I'm going to hold that, but my spine stays straight. I'm not leaning. And we're just going to hang here. We're just going to hang here, pressing the thighs down. Feet are active. If you don't have a bar to hold on to on a folding chair and you're sitting by the edge of your sofa, your arms are down by your side, and there's activity in the legs, it's hard. It doesn't look hard. It looks like we're just sitting. But do it for 10 minutes. It'll be hard. And so why do we want to do something hard? Because we want to see that we're resilient and that we are capable and that we can do hard things and that we're okay and that it's temporary. After 3 to 5 minutes, you'll round the spine and tuck the chin. And now this yin active pose becomes softer, and you will stay here for 8 to 10 minutes. The weight of the head provides a little decompression in the spine. It kind of pulls and creates space back there. Then remember, after 8 to 10 minutes and you come out, come back to the very first, sit tall and straight, and then tune in. Like, what did that feel for you? What showed up for you? Did you immediately start going to the grocery list or what you have to do or that conversation that you had earlier? Come back to the mantra, come back to the breath, come back to the sensation you feel in your body. Okay, just come back. All right, another one. So we've done the twisty, straight leg fold, seated fold. Take a pillow or a block and you're going to place it on the mat and you're going to lay back to where the block is between the shoulder blades. This is called supported fish. Let the head just drape over if that is uncomfortable for your neck. It's not for mine, but I will show you. Take another pillow or a block and just put a little pillow there. You'll see that the heart is elevated. Palms come down by your side and you're just going to hang out here in fish pose. Fish without supports is very, very hard. It's hard to hold, but in a yin pose, we use the tools, the blocks, the pillows, the books to help the body create the shape. The heart is up. Okay, this is a beautiful pose, especially if you're feeling very uncertain about life. You're feeling closed off in your heart. You're feeling less than abundant. Coming into fish pose can be a great alternative to opening the heart in a very passive way. So this is one of the easier ones. It's comfortable. But just because it's comfortable doesn't mean you're going to want to get out of it pretty quick, because that's our tendency. We live in a very fast-paced world where we want to just jump to the jump, to the jump, to the jump, to the jump, to the jump. So close your eyes. We've only been in fish for 20 seconds. After 3 to 5 minutes, or when the wiggles become so necessary, I don't want you to refine it at the first moment of wiggle. I want you to work through that desire to wiggle. But when you can't work through it anymore, or you're just ready, bend your knees. That's your refining. Change it a little bit. You might even open your knees wide, bring the soles of your feet together, and you have a butterfly fish. Okay? To come out of fish, straighten your legs. Be mindful, elbows dig into the mat or the bed if you're doing this on a bed. Chin tucks, and you rise up, and then you pause. Always pausing. Now the final pose, this could have been an hour-long class if you stay in each pose 8 to 10 minutes. Last one is going to be on your back with your knees up. So if you're in a bed, prop those knees on pillows. If you're on the floor, take your legs up on a chair or up on the edge of your sofa. And here's where you'll stay. Tee out your arms, palms face up. Really, one of the benefits of yin is to create space. If you follow me on social media, I've been talking a lot about space today, this week, about creating space between breath, between thoughts, between actions, between responses, between reactions. And yin is a great teacher to finding space in the body. When we have space in the body, we have space in the thoughts. When we have space in the thoughts, we have space in the heart. You will stay with your legs elevated, arms wide, eyes closed for 10 or more minutes. And that, my sweet friends, is a yin practice. Totally different than the flowy sun salutation, movement with breath. Yin asks you for stillness. It asks you to work through the challenges, to be okay with what is, to be okay with the uncomfortable, to know that the uncomfortable is temporary. And then we get to a point where we crave the stillness, we crave that beautiful place of just being, that we might even move our practice from being super active to being more yin, because our body wants that, our mind wants it, our spirit wants it. We live in a very fast, constant texting, messaging, 50,000 open tabs on your computer, driving in traffic, multitasking. Our brains and our nervous system needs this. So come back to this. Now that you kind of know the flow and the sequence, don't set a timer. Be your own internal teacher. Listen to your body. Don't escape the minute it becomes uncomfortable. Breathe through it. Mantra through it. You'll know when it's 8 to 10 minutes. That's what I got for you. Tomorrow's day 21. I'm planning on a morning practice, so I will see you bright and early Thursday morning, day 21. Emma and I will be out here and we'll have a beautiful practice. So enjoy the yin. Remember, this playlist will be on YouTube forever, so you can always come back. Do it again and again and again and again. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.